Welcome to KSR Data Vision YouTube channel. We are going to create a new playlist that will be discussing about DAG functions. So in Power BI, we have Power BI charts, we have Power Query Editor, we have Power BI service, and we have DAG functions. The most difficult part is DAG functions. So most of us will be like struggling to write DAG function. So in this playlist, we are going to see the detailed explanation of each and every DAG function and what are the functions that we widely use in the real-time use case, whatever the projects we have, what type of situations we get and how to handle that. That is something which we'll be discussing, and by end of this playlist you can become a master in DAX. So let's take one by one at a time. Now, we already have a data that we are working with our charts. So for the charts, we are using this data, which is just like similar to Amazon. We have the order information, we have the customer information, the geographical location, and the main part is we have something like what is the sales profit quantity. Now in this video, we will see why exactly the DAX is required. Is it really required to do it, or can we avoid it? So that is something which we'll be seeing in this video. Going forward, we will learn one by one. Now I can say this data set as the cleanest data and the complete data. You can never ever find a single missing value, any abnormality, or any incomplete information. So this data is complete. Now, do you think this is a type of the data you'll get in the real time? Not at all. Whatever data you're going to get in the real time, everything is going to be in the raw data format. You will find lot of missing terms. You will be having lack of information. There is some informations will not be present. I can say that it will be incomplete. So this is one data. Now let's talk about the other data. This is again a very much similar data. This is again a very much similar data, but here we have something with respect to the bike. Let's say you go and buy a bike in the showroom, and what are its accessories, and all this is something which you're going to buy. So similar data we have, which is coming from the US Canada region. Now we have the bike information, we have the color, we have the sales date, but in this data I don't see something called sales profit or cost or discount. Nothing I'm able to see. They have just given me a list price and a unit price as well as order quantity. Nothing I have. So this data, I can call it as the clean data, but I can also call it as it is incomplete. This report or this data set is incomplete. I cannot create a report for this. Why? When you don't know what is sales, when you don't know what is profit, when you don't know what is cost, how can you get this information? Now, how do you handle this? We know that unit price is something like the cost involved for every product. Let's say you go and assemble a bike. So how much effort is required? How much parts each part cost? That is nothing but my unit cost. So list price, I can say that it is basically the MRP price that is mentioned on the product. So that is nothing but they are selling it. So per day, how much they have made sale is, it is basically like unit price into order quantity will give us the cost. List price into order quantity will give us the sales. Just subtracting this, we will get to know what is profit. Now, if this data set has been given to me, what I would have done here is, I'll just go here. I'll simply write 3 new columns. Let's say the first one, I'll write it as cost. The cost formula is given by unit price into order quantity. So this is my calculation. I'll just drag it. I got the complete information. Now I'll calculate sales. Sales is given by list price into order quantity, and again I'll just drag it. Now it's as simple as profit. Profit is given by sales minus cost. Now I'll just drag it. Now I can say that these three columns are complete column. Though the data set was not suitable for doing a report, now I have added three additional columns which will define my business. I can easily say as which business segment was contributing to more sales, which country was contributing to more profit. I can easily come up with a story. Initially, I did not have this. Now, is it was something you do always? Whenever you get the data, you try to pull it in Excel and you do the Excel calculation like this, and again you pull back to Power BI and do it. Is it what something you will do it? No, always your data will not come from Excel. Your data may come from folders, your data can come from JSON files, XML files, it can come from a database, it can come from the cloud. So always you cannot bring it to your Excel. And remember one thing, Excel can support just 1 million records, or I can say as 10 lakh records. After that, how can you write it? Now, what is a solution for this? You have a problem currently. The problem is the data is incomplete and you want to find some calculations. How do you do that? This is a question mark. Now, for this reason, Power BI has come up with a concept called DAX. So what is DAX? So DAX is basically, they call them as a programming language in Power BI. But I can say that it's not a programming language, but it's a calculations and functions that you can do it in Power BI. Now, which is very much similar to Excel functions. Whatever you did in an Excel, now you're going to do directly in Power BI. Why? Always you cannot do it in Excel. The data source can be different. The data can be coming from the different place. You cannot do this always. So I'll be doing directly in Power BI, and that is what this is called DAX. The full form stands for Data Analysis Expression, where D is coming from data, A is coming from analysis, E is coming from expressions. So it is like DAX. And not only it supports an Excel functions, it supports even advanced functions than Excel. You can write any logic in this. That's how the powerful Power BI is. Any complex calculation, any complex requirement can be fulfilled by using DAX function. So this is all the need of DAX function. One thing you remember, before learning any concept, try to understand why it is required. Now, why you need exactly DAX function is always you cannot write it in somewhere Excel and try to bring it. So we have to write it in Power BI only. So that is how this DAX function is going to be useful. Now, taking this data, in this data, we have a list price, unit price, order quantity. Now, how do you take a cost? You can simply go and write a new column. I will name this column as cost. And the calculation I will give is by data of unit price multiplied with by data of order quantity. I'll just write this and I will enter it. I got the cost. Though the data was incomplete, I was still able to apply some functions and I was able to calculate cost. So this is a need of DAX function. This is not the way you do every time. When the data is incomplete, you cannot always bring it from Excel. So this is an overview like why DAX function is required. As I said, try to understand the concept of why it is required. Put a question mark in your mind before learning anything, why it is required. That will create a clear picture in your mind why exactly you have to read. So going forward, we will be working with many DAX functions. Whatever the real-time use case that we are seeing in the real-time projects, everything step by step. We will create actual scenarios when you have to use the actual DAG functions, and then we will complete this playlist. Thank you for watching. We'll again meet in the next video.